Really quickly, let me show you why your Hail Marys don't work as you're currently doing them. There's two main reasons. One, you're calling the wrong Hail Mary play, which is either the goalpost that you see on the far right or the Hail Mary option on the far left. No one really calls shot save clock, even though it is literally the best Hail Mary play in the game. So let's say you call the wrong Hail Mary play and you do this, come out in 3 deep, the opponent comes out in 3 deep. Look at that. That's pretty much what every Hail Mary play looks like. Has no chance of getting completed because you are throwing the ball at a gigantic mass of people. This is insane. The other thing is if you do magically get a completion here, you're throwing the ball from too far back. You're likely calling the Hail Mary play with like 3 seconds or less. You're way back here. You're not even in the end zone. Here's what you want to actually do to start completing your Hail Mary. So first of all, stop calling your stop calling your Hail Mary play with like 5 seconds left on the clock. You're going to need, in order to execute the scheme that I'm about to teach you, you needed like 30 seconds. Okay. Let me show you why. So I'm going to come out and shot save clock. And let's imagine I have 30 seconds to, the first example is I have 30 seconds to get in a field goal range. Here's what you want to do. It's important to save as much clock as possible. That tight end out route on the right side is an easy way to pick up 10 yards and get out of bounds. So you hike the ball, throw the tight end out route. It's always going to be open. You get out of bounds. That's 10 yards. Okay? That's going to be money every time. Okay? So I'm going to move the ball up. Like I said, in this scenario, we have 30 seconds. Let's say that took 5. We're down to 25 seconds, and I need to get a field goal. Once you throw that tight end out route, your opponent, now knowing that that is a threat, they might start using that out route. So you have to do something else. Here's what I want you to do. See that solo side wide receiver? I want you to put him on a smoke screen. Let me show you what happens when you smoke screen him. Let me get tackled. Okay. So when you smoke screen that solo side wide receiver, both this nickel and this corner crash down. You have a ton of green grass over here when that happens. You have this seam open when that happens. And look what I did. I placed the running back on a seam streak. Well, I meant to, but you can see if I did place him on that seam streak, he's going to be running, you know, wide open. So that's what we're going to exploit. So we took our we took our tight end out route. The next play of the scheme, we're going to smoke screen that wide receiver, seam streak. Just what I mean is just put the running back on a streak and he runs up the seam. And then we're going to hit him underneath and watch what happens. So we know that that corner and that nickel are going to crash down. So we hit him here. And we got some yards. That's actually not typically how that works. Usually you get more yards than that. Let me try it again. There we go. Now we're already down into the 50. Did you see that? We're already down to the 50. And that's where you need to be if you want to. That time we got a little bit further. So that's where you need to be if you want to take a shot at the Hail Mary, right? Now, if you want to get into field goal range, you would do the same thing. Same thing, seam streak him. Sometimes he breaks wide open actually, and you're able to get to like the 30 or something like that. But you can see here, we're consistently picking up like 15 yards on this play, taking off minimal time off the clock. You see that? And you can do that a couple times. You do that like once or twice. You go back to this. You're stopping the clock. You're calling timeouts on, you know, if you have timeouts, and you're doing this running back seam streak. You call timeouts if you get tackled in bounds. Boom. Simple, quick, easy way to get down into field goal range. But I want to show you guys the Hail Mary now. So smoke screen him. My whole goal before I throw the Hail Mary is to get to the 50. I hit this, get him down to the 50. Boom, perfect. We're there. Now we can take our shot. So let me respot the ball. 2 plays, we're down to the 50. Tight end out route, running back seam streak. Make sure you smoke screen that solo side wide receiver. Then you place that running back on the seam streak. You're easily able to get to the 50. Now I want to show you what happens here. I'm just going to hike the ball and take a sack so I can show you guys something. All right, so this is going to be crazy. Watch this. Remember in the beginning I said that your Hail Marys don't work because you are throwing it at a gigantic mass of people. So the antithesis of that would be to throw a 50-50 one-on-one ball at the end zone. That is a dream scenario. Well, in shot safe clock, this nickel picks up this solo side wide receiver, but then he passes him off to this corner here. He passes him off every time, and you have a 50-50 ball at the end zone. That is the best you can hope for. The best you can hope for is that 50-50 shot. It happens every time. You just take that shot and pray that you get a good animation from EA. And pray that you get a good animation from EA. Look, he even had his hands on the ball that time. He just dropped it. When you are taking that shot, you can block the running back just for a little extra time. He passes him off. Boom, we're taking our shot at the end zone. 50-50 ball. That is the best you can possibly hope for. Like, you do that in a game and you just like don't execute or don't catch the ball, you can live with that. Like, you executed that perfectly. He's just not coming down with it, right? But another strategy that you can do, actually, let me try this one more time because he's getting close. He's getting close to coming down with that. Oops, okay. That was actually the strategy I wanted to show you guys, what I just did, even though I did it on accident. But what I'm doing this time, so you see how the first few tries, every time I threw it up, it was at the back of the end zone and it was like a really difficult catch. Well, if you pass lead down, every single time your receiver will stop, the corner will keep going, and he's open underneath. And I'm gonna show you guys it's gonna work again, watch. But then you just can rack catch the ball and try to scramble into the end zone from there. Or, like in this example, you get tackled short. You're at like the 5, the 10, or whatever it may be. You can just run your normal red zone offense from there. And that's the reason why, like I said, is if you pass lead down, this happens right here every time. It creates that separation. Watch, let me show you again. Let me block the running back. All right, he passes him off. I'm gonna pass lead down. Look, every time. It's money every time. Now I'm at the 10-yard line. I can just run my regular offense. Every time, it's money. You're at the 8, you just run your regular offense. Now I'm aggressive catching it in all of those examples, but if you do it this way, if you pass lead down, what the? I don't know what that was. If you wait till you get your one-on-one, you pass lead down, click on, I'm gonna hold square. You can make a better attempt at like making a break for the end zone. I usually just aggressive catch it because a few times, but you can do that. I just usually aggressive catch it just in case that corner like plays it closely. But you can always pass lead down. Oh shoot, I got screamed at. Pass lead down to create that separation. Now you're in a position to just run your regular red zone offense. But also, you don't have to pass lead down. You can just take your end zone shot. It's one-on-one. This DB is just, he's just playing it very well. We haven't got any success on this quite yet. But it's a one-on-one 50-50 ball, and that's the best you can hope for. Look at that. We got, oh, that was a knockout. I thought we had one. We got it that time. you have a successful Hail Mary. Hey, if you're enjoying this video and like how I break down college football 25, then you would probably love my interception school video. I'd like to think I've mastered the art of getting interceptions, and in this video that's over 50 minutes long, I want to show you exactly how I managed to pull off multiple picks per game. So if you're just looking to level up your defense, you want to win more games, and you want to have way more fun while doing it, interceptions are the way to go about that, and I want to teach you how. So check out the link in the description of this video, give it a click, and it'll take you right to the interception school. Now let's get back to the video. You can also pass lead to the outside because sometimes he has outside leverage. So if you pass lead to the outside, sometimes it does give him a better angle at catching the ball like it did right there. So that's another successful Hail Mary attempt. I can't believe I almost forgot to show you guys that you can pass lead to the outside. That's a really big one. Again, if he has that outside leverage, just throw it to the outside like that. It gives him just a little bit more room. And you can see I got 2 successful Hail Marys in a row, pass leading to the outside. So in this video, I've had, what, 4, 5 successful Hail Marys compared to, you know, without this little scheme here, you probably would never get one. You know what I'm saying? So remember that. So the keys are, you have this shot safe clock is the play. You have this tight end out route. That's just going to give you a quick 10 yards. You can even run it twice in a row. That's a quick, easy way to pick up 20 yards to get yourself downfield, that tight end out route. And then you can smoke screen this solo side wide receiver, seam streak the running back if you want, you know, just working clock. If you have, if you have the timeouts, you are going to get tackled in bounds, but you can just burn a timeout there. It's another way to easily get up the field. Bam. Remember, you want to get to at least 50. So do this to get yourself to the 50. Then you can start taking your end zone shot. You can do this. That was a pass lead to the outside. You can pass lead down like I'm about to in this example. You're getting tackled at the 10. Now it's time to just run your red zone offense. Or you can just take your one-on-one 50-50 shot at the end zone. Bam, another one. All right, so that is how to actually complete Hail Mary passes. Go practice. I had a lot of fun making this video, and I hope you guys had a lot of fun watching it. I'll see you guys in the next one.